Hi, everybody. This is Bill Young from Berlin Center United Methodist, and this is the Gospel of John study, week 3, day 1, where we will be hearing from John chapter 4, verses 3 through 9.
So he left Judea and went back once more to Galilee. Now he had to go through Samaria. So he came to a town in Samaria called Sychar, near the plot of ground Jacob had given to his son Joseph. Jacob's well was there, and Jesus, tired as he was from the journey, sat down by the well. It was about noon. When a Samaritan woman came to draw water, Jesus said to her, "Will you give me a drink?" His disciples had gone into the town to buy food. The Samaritan woman said to him, "You are a Jew, and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink?" For Jews do not associate with Samaritans.
And I'm going to read some of the commentary about this passage. It says, understanding the word. This story begins oddly because it was not actually true that Jews had to go through Samaria when they were returning from Judea to Galilee. But Jesus had chosen to stop here. He stops at a famous well. Since the Samaritans only believed in the Pentateuch, their spiritual heroes were the patriarchs and Moses, not David, and the succeeding kings. Quite naturally, Samaritans would take umbrage at anyone who seemed to be suggesting he was greater than one of the patriarchs. This story proceeds like a slowly boiling pot, as the light gradually dawns on the woman who Jesus might really be. And then, all of a sudden, she is off to announce her discovery to her townsfolk. One of the interesting features of the Gospel of John is that no gospel more strongly emphasizes that Jesus is God, the Son, and so divine. It is also true that this gospel strongly emphasizes the true humanity of Jesus at the well. Thus, here we are told that Jesus is tired from his journey and obviously thirsty as well. Notice that we are told it is midday, and here is where we should ask, what is wrong with this picture? What is wrong is the woman did not come in the middle of the day to draw water from a well that is well outside town, unless there was some special reason. Normally, women would draw water from a well or stream first thing in the morning. So the story begins with an anomaly. Why is this woman all by herself, coming to a well at midday? The logical explanation is that she sought to avoid contact with other women who were also regularly went to the well. But why? We soon learn as the story develops. Jesus too is alone at the well without his disciples. They were hungry and went to town for food, leaving Jesus high and dry, especially dry in the throat. So Jesus asked the woman, "Will you give me some water to drink?" The woman is shocked. Perhaps she had hoped to get her water and go quietly back home without talking to anyone, much less a strange man from out of town. There were strict protocols in these cultures regarding when and to whom men and women could speak. The last thing the woman expected was to be asked for something personal like a drink of water, which would require direct or indirect physical contact. She says, "You are a Jew and I am a Samaritan woman. How can you ask me for a drink?" This strongly suggests that Jesus' Jewitness was evident, perhaps from the clothes he wore. Possibly he had the tassels which devout Jews like to wear. Notice that the dialogue begins on an ethic note. The woman knows all about the ethic tensions between the Jews and the Samaritans, and she was not expecting to be addressed, much less expecting a request for water. The story had a shocking opening, a shocking middle, and an equally shocking conclusion, as we shall see. And now for the questions for today. Question number 1. Why do you think the story of Jesus and the Samaritan woman has been seen as such an enduring, an endearing story. Question 2. Why does Jesus go about breaking down the barriers between himself and this woman? Question 3. Why was Jesus' presence in Samaria in itself strange? Until tomorrow, have a great day.